not gonna get me thrice either, you bitch. We're good. Audio's good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well. It is 12:27 p.m. January 16th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. We're going to get some Minecraft once again. And today, we have built a lot of things. Lots has happened since yesterday's stream and today's stream. Let alone the stuff we did on stream. Don't disregard clicky clicks. I'm just doing a little bit of balance with the old music because I had re-downloaded the Ambient Sound 6, which is quite a nice little mod. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop into the game. I don't think we need any more talk on this. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and I'll turn this up to a 3 or somewhere so you guys can hear it better. And we're gonna keep the music really low for now. In fact, I'll turn on Minecraft music just to immerse us that much more. Let me grab it. Man, I have a lot of songs. As much as I love God of War, it's fantastic. But let's actually just get some Minecraft music on. All right. So Minecraft done. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Vaggurum. We're returning to the Greenlands, and if you were here yesterday, you'll remember these trees, but not in this place, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I spent a little bit of time. I woke up at 5 a.m., 5:26, I think, a.m. my time. And it's 12 right now. It's 12:29 or 12:29. So I've been up for about what is that? 6 hours, and I spent a little bit of time chilling out, looking at all the stuff we built yesterday, and I was thinking about this tree, and I was thinking, man, this tree will look so awesome. I needed a place to put it. It was just too beautiful. So, what did I do? Well, I had this little spot in the museum. This is the museum over here. And I had this little spot carved out, and I had a few plans for it. There's the museum. Don't mind the floating buildings. I'll get into that in a second. Don't mind the floating buildings. But I had a little area cut out, a little open area cut out for at the museum, right? And I was thinking, I'm probably going to do a crypt here, right? Some big giant crypt or whatever. And then, yesterday, we did this. And it was perfect. Because look at it, man. I'm going to remove those oak fences. I don't think those matches. But look at this gorgeous, gorgeous fucking tree. And I think it's a perfect little spot. Now, before I go give you the full take around and whatever, I need to talk about what we have recently built and why there's some fucking buildings over there floating. That is because I have added an entire new residential wing to the Greenlands. Now, we have a little bit of work to do still, but by the end of today's stream, this is going to be filled with houses. Mark my words. We are going to fill this whole fucking thing with as many fucking houses that we can pack into it. Alright? Because I was thinking more and more. I was comparing Draken Castle, which is my massive 78 building castle, minus 9 because of things like a bunch of residential buildings. 78 buildings in Draken Castle, and I wanted to do, listen, when you build something, sometimes you go bigger and better, sometimes you go smaller and more detailed, right? I wanted to do bigger and more detailed. This castle was built in 2021 or 2022, or sorry, this entire city, the castle is built in 2020, and I wanted to really show the gap that I have made between 2022 and 2025. And that's kind of where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, if we look around, we also did that the other day. I'm still very stoked, yesterday. Still very stoked. We'll go into everything, and we'll just start off the stream with a slight tour, and then we'll get into this. So, yeah, I wanted a bigger spot, so I took out the graveyard. Rest in peace, graveyard. I'm definitely doing a bigger crypt somewhere. Not there, but somewhere else. There will be a gigantic motherfucking crypt somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know if it's going to be outside city limits or not. It could look really nice in this forest somewhere. We'd have to flatten out an area. But we have these houses here. So let's go ahead. And that's why, obviously, that's why there's buildings floating here, because that's how I copy them. Because I went in and I redid all of these houses. So all of these houses here, every single one of these aren't copies of these houses. No, 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 sir. No, 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 sir. These are all unique. Unique interiors. Well, there's 2 rows here. These are the same, but different colors and different rotation. But these 5 buildings are unique on the interior front and are unique on the exterior front when it comes to comparing them to this bunch of houses. Because when I was doing this, I had built 16 or 17 custom buildings. So where you'll see these buildings from is actually these here. So if I go ahead, it's the 9 buildings here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9. I think that's number 9 there. So it's 9. It's 6 out of these 9 buildings here that are brought over here, because these 9 buildings were not copied in the primary city, right? Not copied in the primary city. So we're definitely going to have a big variation between this side of the city and this side of the city, because these two sides of the cities aren't going to have the same buildings. That is by design, ladies and gentlemen, because I wanted to, originally with this build, I wanted to get away with not copying like 4 buildings and just pasting over the thing. I wanted to do something a little bit more, and I did. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and show you guys what we built yesterday. So we had a 5-hour stream yesterday. We were doing a lot of yapping. First things first, we did go into every one of these boats and replace a bed because I had the room for it, making these boats even cooler. And I can't call them boats, they're ships. So all of these beds here are all in like the captain's quarters of these ships, and there's 9 ships here. So we did that. That was number 1. And don't worry about this. That's no concern. No concern. It's literally, this is all random. The fact that this lined up, completely random. Because that's for the outline there. Anyway, I'm tangenting. Let's focus. So we built this yesterday. We've been trying to figure out what we were going to do with the docks. And the docks have been in a sorry state for quite a little bit, right? So first things first is we built this giant wall. That's number 1. I'm very, very happy with the way this wall looks from this way. Still debating on a few things. We might get to it, but I was thinking about building some sort of interior building that kind of sticks off of this house a little bit. Like this. As like, oh, these are for, like they'll stick out a lot, but like some of the back of the building will be inside that wall. These are more important buildings. Anyway, I was thinking about that. But yeah, we built 2 of these, so these are a little varied from each other, which is our little storage section for loading the ships. Gunpowder, food, water, wine, not wine, mead, alcohol, cannonballs, what have you, right? Spare wood. That's what these barrels are for. Trade goods, maybe. And then we came in and we built this. Now this little spot here harbors my favorite thing ever, and that was the first time in a long time that I was able to do something with a tent type structure. I've been trying to build this for a really long time. If you're a longer watcher of the stream, or if you've tuned in here and there, you might have seen me try to build a standing market over in the Draken Castle docks, the South Fleet docks, and I failed, which was why there's now a massive, massive castle there. But in yesterday's stream, we did it. It took a lot of effort, but we did it. So now we have these standing tents, and they look great. And if we go ahead and just pull her back a bit, we can kind of see how the footprint's looking, right? The footprint, very pleased. Very pleased. Now, this took us 4 hours of the stream. Now, for the extra hour that we were yapping, that was what we were spending our time on, is just yapping around. So yeah, 4 hours to build this, but it's done. This build, start to finish, complete. There's nothing to be added. There's nothing that it's missing. Like maybe in time there might be a drawbridge here, or on this side. I doubt it. But yeah, this is complete. And honestly, in all intents and purposes, without adding those houses, I'm considering the docks of Greenland's complete. All it needs is a name, which is probably going to be the Greenland's Royal Fleet and Dockyard or something. Greenland's Royal Fleet and Dockyard, I think it's definitely going to be what it is. Let me go ahead and get that wrote down, actually, because I think that's fine. Let's use some birch. Alright. Where do we put that exactly? For right now, let's just put up a sign. Maybe this will be something that I change in the future. But Oh, I do need to turn down the ambient now. Now it's loud and annoying. So, Greenlands, Royal, Fleet, and Dockyard. Sure. Something around that thing. But yeah, this is done, right? There's some small stuff, but in all intents and purposes, this is complete. Anyway, back to this. So the graveyard has been removed. Oh, and we should do our shot of this as well, because it is really nice, and you can see how it's in the museum walls, right? But yeah, I was originally going to do a crypt here, but I'm not going to do that anymore. And now I need one, but it's not going there, so we'll have to find a home for it. But yeah, it looks really nice. Anyway, tangent. The graveyard is gone. So this was the footprint that the graveyard took up. We are going to make this all a part of our cityscape. Now, does that mean that this church is going to end up looking a little bit bigger in the future? Possibly. But honestly, as it goes, all these houses are quite small. And I don't know if I want to have a gigantic temple, right? Like, I think gigantic temples are great. And I've built some on a gigantic, massive, bigger than castle scale. And I think that's cool and all, but maybe not every city needs to have something like that. Like, obviously in the medieval times, religion was a huge part of everything, but I'm not certain if I want to go down that route with every single build, because it can get quite boring to build stuff like this. And if you didn't see this build, I'll show it again because it was pretty fun, pretty neat. We just have some coffins here, and it's just like a small crypt. Now, when I go to find a home for a giant crypt, because clearly we don't have graveyards, we have crypts for our people, and Greenlands has been going on for pretty long. Not as long as Draken Castle, but still long. There's going to be obviously a lot of people dying, right? Like, it's definitely, you know, a couple, like, probably like 30 generations of time, I'd imagine. It's definitely got to be a lot. So, like, if we're thinking about externally of stuff that needs to be done before the city can be complete, a quarry would need to be somewhere. Maybe a gold mine, or some other thing that you can make money with in the world. And a crypt would be nice as well. Now, what I could do, this is definitely an option. And that's, you take this, right, and you put it over here. You find an area, you flatten it outside the city walls, and then you make that your church area that is attached to a giga-sized crypt. I definitely want to have some sort of building out here for sure. I think if I do that, it's definitely going to be somewhere around here. I think this is a great spot for a quarry as a side thing, though. Like, we're looking at it. Like, this is kind of like meandering well. Because I need to have my quarry somewhere. I need to have a gold mine somewhere. Because I've been wanting to do a gold mine over here for a little bit. If I do a gold mine over here, I could do a gold mine in this forest or something. That is expansion stuff, though. What we should be focusing on right now is the second residential district and finishing the industry district. I was also considering making the industry district also residential district and just filling it up with a bunch of houses. Just having a nice few of these giant buildings, right? And these guild buildings, because I could absolutely do that too. That's going to take some time, though, considering how fucking giant this area is. Wait, which side is bigger? Hold on. Ooh, they're actually pretty comparable. I haven't tracked that yet. Well, we're going to get to do that now. So, what we're going to do for the next, I think this might take us an hour, could take us 30 minutes, is we're going to fill this area. First things first, though, we want to get a path from here up to here, right? That is going to be pretty important. So let's do that. What kind of path is this? Ooh, I kind of don't want to do these paths anymore, if I'm honest. If we look at this path, this, like, looked good up here. But, like, I don't know if I want to do that forever. I mean, it looks really nice from the sky. But, like, I like this path over here as well, which is refusing to render in, by the way. Like, this path is quite nice. Brush, sill, dirt path. Can't believe they renamed it. Dirt path 1, dirt path 2. We want that to be primary. Cobblestone 3, mossy cobblestone 4. And then grass we'll do 3 times, 4 times. Because we want that to be the primary. Okay, and the size is going to be a size 1. The mask is going to be grass block. And actually the size is going to be size 2. Sorry. Because this is a main road. And then we'll go ahead and grab this. Brush, sphere, air. 5, mask is nothing right now. Let's go ahead and grab the mask. Okay. So we can either branch it off over here, or we can branch it off over here, which is what we'll do. We don't want anything to be straight. As this is the straightest fucking thing I've ever seen. Don't worry, we'll add some variation. I said dirt. My bad. I was like, why is there dirt? Okay. We need to make sure that we're not going completely straight like that. It looks better when a path meanders. See? Look how stupid this looks. Alright, we're gonna have to fix this. See, I don't know what's happening. It's like, feels like I'm kind of not moving my mouse, but I'm definitely moving it. And I don't want it to be like that either. Oh, do you know what? Why don't we go for the scenic route? Oh, shit, I forgot. Fuck. Yeah, why don't we go for the scenic route? So instead of like this, well, it's going to be like that, but we just go this way. I'll fix the path or whatever. Because if we do that, then that weights this appropriately, and we're not going to have to put houses on this side. We can put them on this side, you know? Because then we can call this Lighthouse Lane, where we're going to name stuff. There we go. All right. Now we can switch back now that we're done vibing. And the reason why we can't hear any ambience is because we're not down here, by the way. I can't hear any ambience anyway. There it is. Yeah, those crickets are rough. Alright. Let me switch back to God of War. Like, I really like Minecraft music, I do, but I don't want to listen to it all day. Dude, now it's loud as fuck. The crickets are actually the reason why I ended up uninstalling ambient sounds in the first place. And since this is masked to grass block, it's not gonna overplace like the other grass block was doing. There we go, it's Lighthouse Lane. There we go. I love building paths like this, by the way. I've been doing it for a really, really long time. Like, ever since the first world in 2019 to 2020. It's just a good time. Alright, let's fix this. Okay, we'll fix that manually. There we go. And then we can just go ahead and fix that as well. And then bam. It's just like a hard turn. Let's try to make it a little softer. Yeah, I don't like how hard the turn is. There you go. So now, without this fucking line ruining everything, now it feels a little bit better looking at the way this road is. At least to me. And I think that's going to make stuff a little bit easier. Let me quickly just flora this. I'm not going to use bone meal because it looks too nice and it's too much time. I will inevitably, possibly inevitably, bone meal it. But for right now, let's just do Florida 88. Florida 88. It's Flora. Flora 88, and then just to like be able to appreciate a little bit before we start destroying shit again. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get all these things back. 2, 3. Wait, no, 3. 4 there. And we'll grab some bone meal. Oh yeah, I don't need these, huh? I don't need these either. Sedge. Boom, 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 boom. The only thing I really need in my inventory are the books. And then let's just grab some bone meal. Just so we can kind of get an appreciation here. And then I might flora this whole thing and just clean the path up a bit. But for right now, I think that's serviceable for the way I wanted to look at it. Okay. So yeah, there's going to be a considerable amount of houses here, huh? So right now, we're going to start copying and pasting stuff, okay? Just to show you what stuff means first, before I start doing stuff, the white blocks are indicating 1 copy and 1 paste. So each number of blocks there are how many times they've been used over here. So there's been 2 houses that have not been used yet, and we're going to start using them now. So we'll grab, and we need to make sure that when we're copying stuff, we do not want to copy these next to each other. Okay? They're different. They're slightly different with color palette, but they're not entirely different. So we need to make sure, like, for example, this one isn't placed for that one. Because we look here. Now, Distant Horizons gets all weird when you start zooming in. This house here is this house, right? So do we want it to be right across from it, or would we rather that one? Well, if we look at this one, that house right there is, I'm pretty sure it's right there. So, you know, we got options. I think I will just paste it there because it's going to be on a different rotation, which is going to help. And it's a different color. So, let's see it. Okay. Now, I only built these today. all these houses. Like, not the outside, I mean the interiors. Oh yeah, I forgot about the getting fucked in the ears thing. Wait, how far are we? Okay. Okay, that's just not gonna go there. That's just not gonna go there. Okay. Yeah, if I can avoid it, I don't want to paste them right next to each other. I might put a house in between these. Okay. Something else we could do, by the way, if we would like, is we could copy one house, paste it around, like in a different area to each other, and like make that a house that is more primary. The way I'm doing it now is definitely a more difficult way to do it, but you know, I think in the long run, if I do it the way I'm doing it now, it's gonna look better. So, and all these interiors are they're basic but serviceable, right? Serviceable. Big hiccup there. I did have coffee this morning. I slept well, so we're pretty good today. We're actually chilling. The schedule has been fixed, which is honestly the most important thing to me. Schedule's fixed. We're chilling on schedule. Let's see. That was paced like this one, so we're gonna rotate this one minus 90, which is gonna turn it from here to here, and we're gonna paste it. Let's get them quite close. We can. Fuck you, Jeremy. Why'd you fuck that up? Okay. Nope, not on the same axis. We do not want that to happen. That's gonna look weird. Okay. Yeah, we want these things close. Honestly, we probably even want them closer than this. I think I'm being lazy by not putting them closer. Because if I move this one here, I move this one closer there, and then I move this one back that way, this, and I maneuver these. But I can fit houses in between these. That's on the same axis, isn't it? Motherfucker. Okay, move it back. Alright, how many blocks do we need to be off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, duh. Can't place it that close. Still too goddamn close. Come on. That's better. That's better. Yeah, we can try to get him as close as possible here. Do you know what? Let me go ahead and fix this up a little bit. I'm pretty sure I just destroyed this floor. Nope. Getting close. Yeah, because now we can get a house in this way. Alright, so every one of the houses, these are all the houses, every variation I've made, pasted. So, technically, every single house that we're looking at right now is, every single one's unique. Technically. Because they're flipped, so it's a flipped version, and are a different color. Now, is that a little cheap? Yes, but, you know, I like doing that, it's fine. Okay. So every single one has been placed. Let's go ahead and start off to the top again. And let's get a brighter one. And let's keep on following our same philosophy here. of how many times we are grabbing these, because that's kind of important to being able to track it if we're doing this a little bit longer term and we're like not remembering exactly how many we've pasted and we don't want to go around counting. There we go. Oh god. So it's this way. Can I get it in here? I'll have to flip it. I think this is the same house here, but it's a different color. Okay. How's that looking? Ah. Too close that way. Go ahead and undo it. That's actually pretty good. These aren't the same houses. Nope. Yep, that's pretty good. And then that's a little close, but that's okay. It could do with a move to one, like move left. One block, actually. For being a little nitpicky. Yeah, just to keep this a little bit more opened. And I did go for a little bit more of a naturalistic design. As you can see, there's a lot more bushes on some of the houses. I just did that to vary it up. Like, maybe this district's a little bit more wealthy than the other one? I don't know. That's what just is logically making sense. So I want to put one here. So we're going to go grab our smallest house. So it can't grab this one, so we're going to grab this one here. And let's see. Yeah, we want to offset all that dark with some light. Oh, this is actually in between. Because I think this is oak or spruce. So it's oak. And eventually, like, we're going to get to a point to where it's not really going to matter too much if I paste two of these pretty close together, two of the same ones. Especially for offsetting color, because there's just going to be so much, it's going to be pretty hard to see. What axis was that? That was this way. So you want to turn it to the right and 90 degree it. So right about here. Yeah, that hurts, doesn't it? I'll turn off blocks for now. This is something else I do want to avoid, though. Let me just show you. Let me go ahead and grab 1% blocks. Now let's just turn it completely off. Something I do want to avoid is, you see how, like, this one is going away, right? So this way and this way. And then this one's going this way and this way. I don't want all of these houses to be facing the same direction. So you can see how this is same. I want to make sure that the next one I post, or not next, like, few I paste here, are probably going to do the variation, right? So I definitely want one here and one here that are going that way. So let's see, that's the big one there. So let's get, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, let's do this one. This one facing the way it is, or the inverse of that. This is how I build cities. You decorate a fair number of houses. Oh, did I add a second one to this? Which one was it? I did. Perfect. And in fact, let me just split this up. There we go. But yeah, this is how I decorate houses, or cities. Is I'll build 6 houses, 8 houses, 6 to 8 houses, and I'll do interior on them, and the interior will look good, and the outside will look good, and then I'll just, well, the two outsides of these houses don't look great, but I'll do that, and then we'll actually get it into a good spot. Because then we actually have stuff to, like, go around and look at. It is wholly unnecessary to do it like this, but this is how I like to build. Okay, let's get a few blocks closer. All right. Oh, these two houses are the same. See, I don't think it matters that much, though. I don't. And I did get a number on that, yep. So I have two of those houses there. It probably would have been better to have a different color there, but it doesn't matter. Does that mean there's three? No, we're good. Okay. So let's grab... yeah, let's grab this big one and put it on the side of this one. I think they'll give it a little bit of contrast because it's a different color. And we did turn off block breaking sounds for now because when we're pasting these things, it can get quite loud. All right. Copy, rotate 90 degrees, which means it's facing that way. I don't want it to face towards the sea. I want it to face the other way because it's easier to paste that way. And then we'll grab the we'll grab it here, and then we'll fix whatever problems that arises. So, like here, for example, do you see the problem? The problem is that this has been pasted over. So let's just undo it. That's how it did look. This is how it now looks. Now, I actually want it to stay like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make it to where it's now varied and natural looking, right? And the way you do that is you just kind of like bring up the numbers. You never want sevens in this case here. And you never want stuff that goes too far like diagonal on its own. So no sevens. It'll look pretty natural there. Let's get a break there. And then bam. And this is a 7. Lol. No, it's a 6. That's fine, actually. And then this is more than a 7, but that's fine as well. We missed a part of that house. Do I care? Like, kinda, but like at the same time, do I? Okay, we'll fix it. There you go. These houses are different, aren't they? I think so. They look pretty different to me. Okay. We could get a house here. Possibly, but we kind of used both of our small ones just to get that up there. Damn, we already have like a big section of the city. Let me take a drink of water. I've been talking for 43 minutes straight. Nice. Alright. Oh, and by the way, while I don't want to add any houses from this palette over here, I absolutely can if I feel like it's getting too samey. Now, right now, we should be able to be pretty confident in looking at these houses and it's like, okay, well, this one's different from this one, and this one's different from that one. Right? This one and this one are different. Let's see. This one and this one is different. This one is different. This one's all different. Like, that's kind of like what I wanted to do. Obviously, these two are the same. The exact same, in fact, like same color and everything, which was a little bit of a miss, but I think it's fine. I think it's alright. Alright, what's next? Who's next, more importantly? Let's get it all the way down here. Because once we start surrounding this cathedral, it's really going to start to pop, you know? And then we start getting, like, paths down and street lamps and all that. Like, it's going to look pretty sick. Alright, let's see. I don't have 2 of these. Well, I have 2 of these placed. I don't have 4 of them. So let's grab this color. Okay. Alright, it's copied from there. So boom, 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 boom. I think we definitely want to paste it this way. Rotate it 90 degrees twice. Which technically makes it unique again, by the way, because of the rotation. So like right here. We don't want to do something like that. We need to pull it back. So redo. Right here. Undo. Paste. Paste. So we don't want to... I don't want to fuck with heights like that. That's not going to be something I'm going to be wanting to mess around with. Let's grab one of these smaller houses and see if we can get one here. We don't have to like get them right to the walls. I kind of want to keep them off the wall. So you know what? Let's just keep it off the wall there. What has happened here? I must have not fixed this one. There we go. And also, this is going to be one of my few areas which is also working with full elevation. So, in this area here, and in this area here, sorry, this one doesn't count. In these areas, these elevations are actually not, like, this is kind of a trick, right? Because of not building these buildings on, like, a one block slope from another building. All this slope here is all flat. All this area is flat. And then you're just pasting the flat parts. With here, this is actually going to be entirely different from how I do building. Because there's a there's a elevation curve here. Which, by the way, this is the first time I've ever done it. Let me prove this to you. So, well, this doesn't count. Let's just forget that that exists, okay? This is the first time I've ever done it. So if we look at this, that's how that is, right? And then if we look at this city, all flat, right? And then if we look at this city, once again, all flat. That's kind of how I do things. Now, this is an outlier because I sort of did it like this. But that being said, this whole area here is all flat. And then this area is flat. It's just a different elevation. It's kind of a trick like that. So, in actual fact, what's happening here, that's a world first for me. For me. And we love world first for me. So, this is actually pretty cool. And I haven't really done anything with that. I'm curious what it looks like so far. Because, like, obviously the house roofs are going to be different heights. But this is going to be different. Because the paths are going to be different heights as well. That's pretty cool. I just noticed a major problem with 5 buildings. Oh no. Well, see, that's what happens when you don't like really pay attention to details. Because guess what? That's on every single one of those variants now. So this house, I'm gonna have to fix it now. Because if I don't fix it, it will never ever be fixed, and that will be there forever. So here, so it's the 2 bright ones, and then we have variations of this house in a different color. Where is it? There it is. You can see how it's inverse. And then there's should be one more of this, right? Nope. And then we'll go ahead and go fix it on the houses real quick. That mistake isn't repeated. We can take a sip of water at the same time. How does it happen? Maybe I spaced out. Is there anywhere else does that? I'm slightly afraid to look because these houses are built or pasted a few times now. Let's go ahead and grab a skinny one. You should build a huge turban chapel near the castle, but a church inside it would have a huge table full of chairs and food and wine too. I literally just brought this up, Diablo. This is my church, and I'm considering not doing a big chapel because I've done one, And if I just show you this one, this is my big chapel. And, like, I've already done it. I don't know if I want to do it again, because, like, yeah, this looks great, but it's kind of overshadowing a lot of things in my world. And then this is where the food area is, but with the move, I lost all the tables. But yeah, I have done something like that. But I'm debating just having a small church and maybe like 2 or 3 small churches inside the city. And then, because, you know, not every medieval city treated churches the same. They might have had every one of the cities had churches in it, but not every single city would have that cathedral or have the money to afford a cathedral. So that's kind of my thought process there. And plus, I think the small church actually does a lot here. I like the small form factor. I like how intricate it is. I like that it has a crypt and a well. I don't know. I built a lot of big things, you know, like I have this massive 7-4 castle over there. Anyway, let's go ahead and, where do we want to put that small building to? I want to put one there, but I'm debating not doing that now. So we need to fill all of these houses up here. So let's go ahead. We don't want to grab that yet. Because we just grabbed those. Let's grab this one. Do you have a cave city? A pretty big entrance with a huge inside lights, torch hungs, and... Yes. Yes, I have a lot of stuff. If this is your first time seeing the stream, this is a 50,000 by 50,000 world that I've been working on since... I've been working on for 3 years. So 2 years, 8 months is the actual time. And it's massive. I have a lot of cities, so like I have my Dwarven city here, another Dwarven, I have Anoth, I have Dragon Castle here. I have a lot. And there's a lot of stuff you might be suggesting that I've already built. 50k by 50k is insane. I know. I know, a lot of people would say that you'd never be able to complete a world like this, but, you know. You know. And also, technically, like, I'm not building in these oceans, to be fair. But I only made it so big as to where it feels like an actual continental world, you know? Because, like, I don't know how big this is. I know it's fucking big, though. Alright. Let's go ahead and get, let's see, I got 2 of these. Let's get one of these houses out. Oh, hold on, we have one of those there. Then let's grab this one. Let's grab this one. Yeah, everything is not next to each other and super close. That's kind of what I went for, because I don't like that. I want it to breathe, right? Like, this fucking biome here, like, you can see the distant horizons. It's huge. I can't even see Draken Castle, and it's down here. Right? That's the way I want it to feel, because that's kind of how it is in real life. Alright, I copied it from here. So I'll paste it. I'll rotate it to where... No, I'll paste it on this axis. I'll paste it right in here somewhere. Yeah. Let's go ahead and move this 1 block to the left, and 1 block... Let's do 2 blocks to the left. There we go. Let this breathe a little bit. Oh, I thought this was dark oak. What? Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and undo that. We're gonna paste that. Oh, we're gonna paste this over here since we already have it. Make sure that it doesn't go over. And then we'll grab a different type of building. Which one do I have right now? Oh, it's too big. Deselect. Let's grab this one then. Okay. Oh. Here we go. It's another one of these. And then we're going to have to fill this out. Dude, it's going to look so much better once we start getting all these houses done. Where did that white concrete go? I'd like to remove it. Bro, that white concrete is gone. I didn't even change that block. That's the thing. Okay, it's copied from here, so we can paste it. We should be able to paste it here and be fine. Oh, whoops. Let's go ahead and rotate. These the same houses? Bro, I did it again. I put 3 of the same houses in a row. Undo. You gotta be careful with that. I don't want to have 3 in a row. Let's see. I can't put this one here because that one is this one. Let's see. I can do this one. Yeah. So whatever one I just changed, I don't remember, like, which one I placed now. It's over here. This is actually just one. Still. Wait. Is it just one? Nope, that's the wrong house. Which house did we just do? These ones. We did a dark one there, so boop. That's just important to be able to track. Alright, copy, and then we'll rotate. Don't worry about the fire. Fire spread has been off for eons upon eons. Okay. Uh-huh. Man, there's so many houses already. Like, this is dwarfing my major part of the city here. Which is insanity. Because we're going to have all this wrap around. This is all going to be houses. This is all going to be houses. I don't think any more houses are going here. Unless I can fit one there. And then all this is going to be houses. And I think I'll stop on this part here. And what I could do as well is I could make this path go along. And then attach to this one. If I would like. How do I feel about doing that? Because it would come out here. Because then I wouldn't put houses on this, right? It would branch off this way from Lighthouse Lane. I'd have to extend the grass this way, and then bring it up, and then it would come in through here. I mean, it's a very beautiful path, and it would be lit up. I don't think that's a terrible idea. And that also gets me away from leaving this open because there's going to be a path on it. With lights or lamps on them. I definitely need to make the paths between all these houses a little bit more substantial, I think. That's for sure. The way I've done the paths between these houses in the past is... Like, I've opened it up a little bit, I've taken out some grass, but it's just a little bit of gravel, right? Maybe I make them a little bit more substantial. But also, I feel like this looks fine as well. Like, it's not bad. It's just like, maybe it would look better if it was, you know, more detailed. Damn, we've done a lot. Dude, these houses still don't have interiors, so these 9 houses here. This one, 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 this one. I could just copy the interiors from there. If I want. But yeah, I might have to actually like delete these houses that don't have interiors, and then grab houses from this palette and paste them over there. I wouldn't be opposed to that idea. Because then at least I know that they have interiors. Because these are the houses that I went and copied for the interiors that I'm working on now. And these houses were worked on separately from that. So like these ones have interiors. That was custom. And that's the bathhouse, which I'm not done yet, because that's bespoke. Dude, I never thought I was going to put houses here. This is wild to me. Let's put this house down. Let's put it down here. That's the, yeah, so this house and this house are the same. But they're different colors. Because that's the Spruce variant down there. I don't want to do urban sprawl. That's, my main goal is not doing that. So right now it's this way. We want to go ahead and turn it to the right, which is 90 degrees. Which will be clockwise. And I'll paste it here. Make sure this is not on the same line. This could do with going back 2 blocks. Okay. There we go. Holy moly. I'm trying to do music a little bit. Okay. So, small house could fit here. We could also put a custom tree here. Let's get a custom tree. Because I wanna definitely have this area be a little bit more of a class up from this area. Not that anybody in this place is like trodden down and beat down and poor or whatever. But I do want this area to look different from this area. Now, I had originally planned for putting trees here, so it's still within the thing. And I can get 2 trees right here and here. 2 gorgeous trees. Let's have a look. So we definitely want birch. I don't have a ton of birch trees from this height. I do have a ton of birch trees. I haven't looked at it. It's possible that when this was made, birch wasn't in the game as well, which is why there's only 1, which is this one, because I would have changed it. No, there's a few. Okay, birch was in the game. We're good. So yeah, we want a tree that looks quite nice. It's eye-catching, not super tall or big. Definitely not a spruce one. That's for the winter biomes. Not a jungle one. Let's see. And I only want 1 or 2 cherry trees in my this forest here. So we're not gonna be putting any of those out. Even though a part of me wants to, I do want to keep it a little basic. God of War music's so good. Like these are. See, these are like, you know, these are too normal. I need a tree that actually looks like a tree. Like these you would find in modern areas in the world. Like in our era. I could also convert any of these trees into a birch tree as well. Like having a willow, a weeping willow, I think that's what they're called, wouldn't be too bad. Let's see. A double tree. No, we want it to be thin-ish. I do really like the willows. They're quite giant, though. This one isn't bad. This one isn't bad at all. Let's have a look and see what it looks like with some birch. I'm always scared anytime I see those big numbers. Those big numbers terrify me. What's that? 153 billion blocks. Let's see. We should be starting from the back. I don't know why I don't do that. 616 848. It's hard to see without the commas. 312. So it's 15 billion blocks. Yeah, it's 15 billion 312 million blocks away. That's from here to this repository. From here. And I don't know what the elevation difference is. That's why you gotta be careful, because that shit can ruin worlds. Now, mind you, I have backups, obviously, but... Alright, replace... what kind of leaves are these? Jungle leaves, alright. I replace jungle wood and jungle log with birch wood. And then replace jungle leaves with birch leaves and making sure that they are listed as persistent true. Let's go ahead and nuke my inventory real quick. Alright. I mean, the tree looks alright. I don't like the fence posts, but I can just remove those. I was thinking for something a little bit more tall. Tall and skinny, but not like that. Because it needs to have a higher bush up top. But it can't be huge. This is why I have this. This is like the perfect little thing for me. It's like this house, or this thing here, like this looks like the trees of Madagascar or something, and I'm hesitant to use those. Although that's pretty close to what I was talking about. There's not a ton of birch trees in this, I've noticed. Maybe he doesn't like birch trees, whoever made it. Oh. Like, these feel pretty good. Like, pretty stocky. Definitely town square material, but still hesitant. Love the willows. Oh, we got some birch trees over here. This tree's quite nice. Put a little big tree right there. This one's nice. Ooh. You'll do. You will do, sir. Wait, isn't this a tree on top of the other tree? Hang on. I need to look. No. Not trees, massive. Alright, copy. Let's get it pasted over here. All these here are pasted by me, by the way. All of those. That's when I was fucking around doing my own trees. I didn't make any of these. I was just like pasting them and forming them together to make a different tree. I didn't make any of these trees. I can't make trees. I'm terrible at that. Alright, so now we're just going to change all of the blocks here. And then this is going to brighten up. So jungle leaves. Let's go ahead and replace jungle leaves with white concrete real quick. I just want to see if there's any other leaves in here. Yeah, he does have some acacia leaves as well. Replace acacia. I honestly think it could do without those. Jungle wood with oh, what is this? Dark oak wood, okay. Okay. Doing it like this allows us to see something. So if I go place dark oak log with blue concrete, just to see. Okay, good. We're good. Alright, replace red concrete with birch wood. You do wood because it looks better. And then replace white concrete. Birch leaves, persistence on. Okay. I have a problem with this, actually. This here is too flat. I know he had acacia leaves there. I don't think that fixes that. Alright. Let me go have a look at this again. It doesn't. Okay, that's too fantastical. Back to the tree drawing board. This one feels pretty nice. Let's have a look at this one. Jungle wood. No, it's too flat again. Being very judgy for some trees I didn't build. It's kind of the way it works for me, though, when it comes to stuff I like and don't like. I'm looking for the perfect tree. That is going to be fitting. It's going to be fitting. We've touched this tree yet? No, we touched that one. Is that... What the fuck are spruce planks doing in there? Okay, let's try this one. Undo. It's oak wood. And what leaves are these? These are oak leaves. These fucking trees. Love them. Alright. Let's give this one a shot. What axis are we pasting this on? Usually I'm pretty good with that. But with the... Alright, this way we're facing. So we're facing east right now. Or sorry, we're facing west. So that's the way it's going to paste. So we're going to want to be right here. A little too close. How are we feeling about that? That tree is way too big. We must be better than this. God of War. Love it. Yeah, this tree is just too big, man. Unless it isn't. What has happened here, exactly? Is this shadow, or is this a different biome? It looks like a different biome. It's not. Let me just undo. Wow. That's a weird way that shadow happens, huh? See, the problem with big trees is as awesome as they look, they make every other tree look the worst. And you can't live without the basic trees, because the basic trees fills everything out. And you can't just have a bunch of those, because it makes your world feel way too fantastical. I've tried it. And I like, it looks really good when you group up these trees and you put them in and you combine them and whatever. But like, at the same time, you have to be very sparing with these. You have to treat them almost on the same scale and aptitude as you would treat a world tree, which means you would probably have 2 in your whole map, and it would be on, they would be pretty far away from each other, unless if you're thinking World of Warcraft, Mount Hyjal. I think Mount Hyjal's a world tree. It has a world tree on it, and then Teldrassil, which is close-ish. Yeah, this tree's too big. I like it, but it's too big. Back to the drawing board. I'm sorry that I'm spending so much time on this, but this stuff is kind of important to me. So let's try to get, like, some of these trees up here, or down here. That are a little less fantastical, but are still nice custom trees. God of War music, man. God of War music. I keep coming back to this tree because it looks cool. But it makes me feel like the trees in Madagascar. I'm looking for a perfect tree. Tree peaks just above my house. It looks neat. Hmm. That's a weird fucking tree. Not doing that. That one's not bad. It's not too big. It's pretty unique. You know, the fact that whoever built this repository of trees or was able to do this and just be able to build this and then to give it out without even asking for credit is so wild to me. I think this is it. Let's copy it from the proper thing. Copy, undo, undo. Listen to this music. It's so good. Perfect. It's easily removed, it's fine. Leave it for now. We'll think about it later. Alright, is there anything that hasn't been used twice? This. Ooh, 194 billion. Or that might be 19 billion. Alright, this has been used now twice. Bop, bop. Well, it's not going there. I guess it's going here. Dude, I'm so fucking torn. I don't know, we'll have to look at it later. Let's grab this. Okay, copy. We're going to rotate minus 90 degrees. And this is going on our radiator. Okay, this is going... let's send it right here. I don't want my support beams to be in line with each other, even accidentally. I'm trying to prevent that, because it makes it look weird. Could fit a house here, maybe. That house. Grab that one. Right. Bro, I severely underestimate how big these fucking houses are. How big these houses are. Okay, these aren't the same. All right. Who's next? Who hasn't been taken twice? I just took you. So that is twice for you. So everybody's been taken twice. Right? Some of you have been taken 3 times. So who do we want to take again? Well, listen. This house here is this house. So that's the dark one. We can get the bright one here and maybe place it there. Jesus, man. So many houses, dude. Put a tree here and here to break it up. Grab one of these bigger ones. Because the last big one we pasted of this was here. So we can paste, we probably take the bright one, the birch, and then paste it on this axis. Probably have the door facing that way. Each needs to be rotated 90 degrees 3 times. Okay. Oh, it's just minus 90 once. Minus 90 is anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, some might say. So we did this, so it's doorways facing that way. Needs a pace here. Let's see. So we gotta move it more to the left. Oh, this is actually too big. We can go back this way. Do this. Okay, good there. Good on road. Good, good, good. We can actually move it back a bit. I don't even want it to be, like, in the green patch there. So we move it back 3 blocks? 4 blocks? Always pasting with air. Just not to remove anything. Okay. Perfecto. So we just need a longer house this way. And then we'll probably face doorway that way as well. Oh, we can't for this one. This one here would do. We'd have to take to another color though, because we just pasted it. Go. Top 8. So minus 90 turns it left again. We should be able to paste it somewhere around here. more. Good, good, good. Perfect. Literally perfect. So how are we feeling now about it? We need something to break up these two houses. They are different colors, but from distance is actually not doing it, so we need a brighter color here. We have this on clipboard, so let's just grab it. Rotate it plus 90 degrees. Okay. Close enough. Doesn't show that. Perfect. Yeah, I'll break that up. Dude, this is so much house. There's so many houses, man. My God. Okay, let's break off from this. We've been working at this for an hour. 30 minutes spent on figuring out trees. Let's go ahead and have a little peruse on this little thing here, on this path. Okay. So fun fact, all this terrain I actually like edited and built myself because what World Painter shot out wasn't to my liking. So if I needed to, I could redesign this entire thing. I don't want to do that. I was speaking to Mazix yesterday and I said, no, I don't want to do that. When he suggested a cliff here. A cliff. But, that being said, now I need a path here. We need to taper it in to where it would work, right? Okay. So now there will be something done here. I could bring this out a little bit, actually. Yeah. That is an option. So you bring it out to where the slope isn't so harsh. We're gonna get a smooth tool here and we'll help. There you go. Bring it out like that. Make sure that everything's kosher here, and that's fine, right? We want to make sure that it's a nice slope, right? Okay, and now I'm not worried about the overlap now because I'm going to fix it. Go. Out of skills. That's good. So don't need. How do you feel about that? Starting to like it. Man, we've done so many goddamn changes to this place. It's insane. I have a map of what this area looked like beforehand. Now, I should mention that we're not going to take this into account to my design here, but let's just go ahead and teleport over. And here we are. So we look, right, you can see with the Greenlands that there's a lot not done here, right? Like this stuff here is a little weird, right? If we look at that, those blue things aren't here. The chapel isn't here. The docks. The house is here. The house is here. The house is here. And if we look here now, like, my God, look at the improvement, man. This is like weeks of work right here. This is months of work. This is weeks of work because I've had the motivation now. It's crazy. We'll have to update that map. It's actually relatively simple. Because all that is I just take screenshots of the map like this. Screenshot, 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 and then screenshot like that, and then I have it. And I could do a map where it's like I screenshot like this. I screenshot like this as like the world map if I wanted to. Like there's a lot of ways to do stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Having mods like that. Do you know what I should do? Real quick. Let's go ahead and flora everything real fast. So let's come over here. And let's just flora. This is going to backfire slightly because what's going to happen is it's going to flora the path. But that's okay. Because that path is sort of designed to have grass on it a little bit. To make it look a little overgrown. Just because it's a nice look. But yeah, we grabbed the top corner, so let's grab the bottom corner. Let's grab the corner. So that's 20,000 grass and other things created. So now if we look at this, it looks a lot more bearded, let's say, right? And then that's a look, right? Sometimes I like to go for the look where it's like this area isn't overgrown, but this is what the area, like the actual ground looks like with the grass on it. And then like sometimes like that, I'll do that and make it like that's the norm type thing. And sometimes I won't. But yeah, there you go. So this is how it's actually supposed to look right now. Now, I'm missing lamps, right? Now, that's going to be a pain in the ass to paste. I'm probably not going to do a lot of them. But yeah, this is looking quite neat. We still have a whole slew of space, right? But I would say I'm not going to put a house here, probably. Keep this, keep this, keep this. All this is good. All of this here is good. I might put a house here. I might not. I might actually like make this like a festival area if I would like. I could even do that here because when we have the fucking tents now, like as this is the field, right? Or I could fill it with houses. Right now we have a lot, so our house count, what was the number? I'm at 68. 68 buildings. I think it was 68 with this and this combined. So 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. I don't know if this was counted. 90, 91, 92, 93. So the number to beat is 78, and we've beat it. Now, the question is are we going to smash it, or are we going to save ourselves a little time, because we have a lot of houses going here. The question is, do I want this entire area here to be filled with houses, and this entire area here, or do I want some open area? Because I can make this a part of the forest, I can make this an open field, I can make this, you know, a big house. There's a lot of options here, right? I'm hesitant to fill this area, because while it will look nice, having this filled, like, we're just picturing, like, some houses there. Would it look better if this was spoke for something else? Like, this is our festival area. And then have this filled as well, like... Because then what's going to happen... So let's just pretend for a second, in your brain... Let me pause the music for a second so we can focus. In your brain, picture this little sprawl here, right here, okay? And then picture this area as filled as this area, okay? So we're looking at it, and let me go ahead and turn off my player cursor. Render player arrow. There we go. So if we're looking at it, we're picturing this here, and then all this is as dense as these houses here, right? And we're just zooming out, we're using our imagination. Does the trees that are in between, is that going to make this look better if we do it that way? Or if we keep this open for something else? Like, this kind of seems as no consequence. It kind of would make sense for this to be filled like that. Right? Because we're looking at it and it's like, okay, well, this is full, but it's boxed in by trees, which is going to give it its open feel, right? But it's still a city. So, like, how do we feel about that? Because, like, this is going to be a lot more dense, but I was even floating the idea that I would put these types of houses around this area is just have more industrial buildings. So, like, let's say I build 5 more industrial buildings here and then fill the rest with just those buildings there. Because I absolutely could. Right? Now, is it going to be feeling really samey? I don't know. I mean, we're looking at it now, and I mean, I think it looks fucking crazy. I like it. Definitely the most detailed stuff. I know I'm definitely not connecting all these houses to a sewer, that's for sure. That shit's going to be impossible. And that's an unintended pun, because sewers deal with shit. Because I do have a sewer system in my under this. There's a whole sewer. Don't believe me, I'll just show you. Not a whole sewer. A sewer plan. I have the plan. I'll just show you. It's easy to explain. So here it is. Boom. So this is the sewer size. It's supposed to be like a grand sewer. But like I was debating the way I was building these, and the reason why these aren't built yet is because like I built this, and like, yeah, this looks okay, but why is the sewer this big? Right? Like, what kind of crazy shit are you dealing with? What's the purpose of having these big things here? Like that, and by the way, these are supposed to be bridges and stuff across. Like, what's the purpose, right? That's the thing that I got away from. Because the reason why I want a sewer isn't because I'm, like, hyper-focused on realism, immersion, whatever. Really, what it is I want a place for my Thieves Guild, right? Like, I have a few entrances planned out. I could add a fuck ton more. Like, I can add an entrance to the crypt. Under here, like I have plans. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna add another house there. I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but I'm gonna do that now. Is this nope. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a house here. just telling my brain to shut up. Oh. Nope, these are different. Good on that side. A little too uniform there. Let's move it to the right 4 blocks. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, if I were to make this a festival area instead, it would break this up a little bit from being like, you know, just city, right? And it would make this area more special. What that would look like is I would put out, I would like fill the whole area with these tents here. And then this would be like the festival area and stuff like that, and it would be purposely left empty. I'm just like slightly worried. Like I would put the tents up there, but in my mind, the tents are there, but they're not always there, right? Let me just go ahead and follow this thought process real quick. And let's just go ahead and give this a copy. Okay, and all we need to do is just need to stand in sort of the middle. Okay, so we have it copied. Let's go ahead and deselect it. So this is kind of how it will look. So I'm just going to paste this non-exclusively. I'm just going to kind of get it around. I'm not even worrying about being able to undo this or anything because it's just going to be pretty easy because it's just flat. I'm always for making areas more unique, to where like they're like the eye is drawn here and it kind of it fits within the area, you know? Because, like, I've always wanted these tents, and I've been trying to build these tents and fuck with these tents for a while, right? And if I have these tents, why don't I just do this, you know? Because this is the use case for them. For fucking sure. I've always wanted something like this. I like this. I like this for a bunch of reasons. Not only is it easier for me to paste, like, fill this area with something that is nice looking, but also it's really nice looking. So the question is like, do I expand? Do I go ahead and leave it like this, put one here, put one here? Do I put some over there? Is that one too far to the edge? Because, like, this is definitely eye-catching. I don't know if I should have the tables here or anything. Definitely know that this one's a little too far. Alright, move 5 air. Move 13. 15, let's try. Okay. Brother. Of course. Okay, and then let's move this over this way. Just like, 5 blocks. Let's do 9 blocks. Feels a little bit better. Let me floor it. There we go.
Cloaked in folds.
All right. I have an idea. Let's go grab these tents. I don't want this to feel like Tent City or like homeless section or anything like that. I want this to feel like festival. That's the idea. Now, I should mention, I entirely designed these tents. These are mine. The ones I'm about to paste, I did not. They are designed by a YouTube creator by the name of Trixie Blocks. Just so we can get that out there. Yes, I've modified them a little bit, but once again, did not design them. I'll never take credit for someone else's work. Ever. As long as I can remember, right? Because, like, eventually there's going to come to a point where I'm not going to remember who did what. And then, you know, eventually, like, who's counting at that point, right? Example. These flags, I took off of Google, 2017. From 2017. I couldn't even begin to tell you who made them. But flags are basic enough to where I don't think it matters that much. Personally. Oh, and do you know what? We're gonna change the color of these things to be a little bit boisterous, a little bit more show and telly. What's another point? Like, these walls are my design. These walls here. But that doesn't mean that someone else hasn't designed them. It's like it does come to a point where, like, it doesn't really matter too much. Like, I think where people are worried about it being egregious to where, like, oh, let's say, for example, which could definitely happen to me, for one, is, like, let's say this world here, like, this entire world, was stolen. That would be something that would be egregious, right? Now, this is my world. I have the files to prove it. I have the World Painter files to prove it as well. I also have the streams to prove it, right? But what could happen to me is that if I ever made this world public for download, then people could download and say, oh, look at this crazy world I built, right? So, like, that's something that I think people would be upset about. But, like, having a few things like this in your world... As long as I can remember, I will try to give credit to Trixie Blocks who built these, but there probably will come to a point where I won't remember who built this. Now, mind you, I copied this into my world a while ago, and I can still remember, so we're good for now. But as long as that's out in the open, that I'm not trying to take credit for someone else's stuff, like the trees. Every tree in this world... is not me. I copied it from someone else. They look gorgeous. I could never even hold a candle to it. Most of my boats in the game, same thing. These boats are the exception. And these boats are just regular Minecraft boats. That's really it. That's all I got for you. Okay, now, making this more flashy. What I'm gonna do, and I also should add some carpets above some of these things if I wanted to. Break it up a little bit. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and select this entire area. Because this looks sick. I'm actually stoked about how this looks. Oh yeah, not having my thing up. We're gonna go ahead and select this entire area. White, red, blue. Festival. Replace green carpet, red carpet. Replace black carpet, blue, or let's say white. Replace black wool and green wool. So we're replacing both of them because we're going to do an entire gradient.